faithfully delivering value through global literary insights. Hi, this is Sally's Book Insights. Today we're exploring the Sales Bible, subtitled The Ultimate Sales Resource. This book teaches sales mastery, providing actionable solutions when deals get tough. The Chinese edition spans approximately 190,000 characters. I'll unpack its essence in 25 minutes. Authoritative yet accessible exposition, a globally recognized authority in sales, has sold over 1 million copies worldwide. The Sales Bible remains an industry classic, dominating bestseller lists for a decade. Now you might think, impressive, but what if I'm not in sales? How does this concern me? Well, truth is, we all sell daily. Job interviews package skills as value propositions. Recommending movies sells our tastes. Teachers market knowledge, authors pitch stories. These are all sales acts. Thus, we can learn from top salespeople's mindset and skills for daily life applications. Now, back to traditional sales contexts. Sales remains indispensable for any business operation. Without sales conversions, companies become stagnant ponds. No cash flow, no sustainability. From this perspective, sales might well be the most vital corporate function. So why do we often resist salespeople? Imagine property agents, car dealers, insurance brokers, credit card promoters, or pushy store clerks. Headache-inducing, right? Maybe you're in sales yourself, watching customers flee. Ever feel that anxiety? Authority statement with authoritative weight. Repeated failures and customer aversion mean you haven't mastered sales science. Exactly, sales is an abstract art but structured scientific process. The Sales Bible details the entire sales process through 12 sections, categorized into 4 stages. Preparation being the first. Stage 2, initial client outreach. Stage 3, product demonstration. Stage 4, converting objections into closures. Let's examine these sequentially, beginning with preparation fundamentals. Preparation involves 3 key aspects, starting with mental conditioning. Sales resilience demands emotional fortitude. Rejection comes with the territory. How to persist through relentless rejection. The answer: humor. Humor restores morale and becomes strategic closing tool. When facing rejection during cold calls, thank prospects. Each no brings you closer to yes. 5 rejections typically yield 1 sale, now only 4 to go. This approach often gets chuckles and referrals. Win-win. Maintain rapport while advancing opportunities. Humor transforms obstacles into opportunities. After your next cold call attempt to schedule meetings, if they immediately ask, "What's this going to cost?" respond playfully. The consultation? That's complimentary. Diddlemayer's own publication journey exemplifies sales persistence. He pitched 10 publishers, facing 8 rejections. Contacted 10 publishers, endured 8 rejections without defeat. Collecting rejection letters for my book appendix, he wrote. Without his humor, this bestseller might never exist. Remember, products always find buyers. Either you sell approval or clients sell rejection. Both validate sales validity. Every client interaction becomes lifelong sales education. Proper mindset strengthens you, builds client rapport, and makes work enjoyable. Plus, they might pay you. People who enjoy their work naturally achieve greater success. The second preparation shifts focus from earning commissions to genuinely assisting clients. If you're self-focused, you'll ramble about product specs and features endlessly. Clients care about benefits, not features. What value does this bring them? Like the old saying, customers don't want drills, they want holes in walls. Always frame solutions around client benefits. Reframe your role, selling driving comfort, not just vehicles. Position insurance as financial security, not policy details. Effective pitches ignite desire by emphasizing assistance. This focus guides every interaction. Meetings, demos, QA. Align every action with client needs. When asked your role, don't say clothing salesperson. That's self-centered positioning. Client-centric response. I help professionals make confident impressions. My clients choose our tailored suits for important events. During outreach, Mr. Smith, I'm not sure if I can help. Could we discuss over lunch? If beneficial, I'll explain how. If not, I'll be transparent. Fair enough? This approach builds trust by addressing actual needs. Third, preparation, time management, the secret to consistent sales. The author identifies two critical time anchors for success. Mondays set the weekly rhythm. Fridays influence next week's outcomes. Schedule high potential client meetings Monday mornings to energize your week. Start early Mondays. Arrange 5 or more meetings through calls or visits to build momentum. Productive Fridays increase next week's closing potential. Ideally, secure deals before weekend leisure plans. Confirm Monday appointments Friday afternoon to maintain workflow continuity. Mastering these time nodes helps cultivate premium leads. This time management tactic reduces uncertainty through preparation. Phase 1 summary. 3 preparations: mindset, client focus, time mastery. Key elements: humorous resilience, service orientation, strategic scheduling. Now to phase 2, initial outreach in varied scenarios. Focus on 3 common networking event types. Cocktail receptions represent high efficiency networking opportunities. These events enable hundreds of industry contacts within hours. Traditional cold calling would require weeks for similar reach. How to maximize these mass outreach opportunities? Pre-event prep. Identify target influencers and prospects. Prioritize key decision makers for engagement. Arrive early to strategize, craft 30-second elevator pitch. Crucial note, perfect your self-introduction. Why the strict 30-second limit? Time constraints apply to both parties in these interactions. Countless prospects await your attention at the event. Don't overspend time on uninterested parties. Qualify quickly. Craft value-packed introductions with these components. Start with essentials: name, company, service scope. Engage with strategic questions that prompt reflection. Their responses create dialogue opportunities. Conclude with clear next step propositions. Example scenario: providing temporary staffing solutions. Weak response: we supply temps to corporations. Effective structure follows this blueprint. We provide skilled professionals, not just temporary help. Follow-up question: when employees are absent, does workflow suffer? Seal interest. Could we discuss contingency plans over breakfast tomorrow? I'll share actionable solutions if relevant. Referral scenarios. Highest conversion potential. Indicates successful relationship building beyond transactions. Approach referrals as warm introductions, not sales pitches. You may not know me, but I've collaborated with Refer. They believed I could offer similar value to you. May I send materials to your office for review? In-person cold calls remain the most common initial approach, requiring identification of decision makers, typically executives or purchasing managers. Directly requesting to speak with the boss often gets you dismissed as solicitation. Use tactical questioning instead. For computer sales, approach reception strategically. Hi, I'm Name. Could you advise who should receive these critical IT upgrade materials? The receptionist response reveals key contact information. Confirm authority level. Is this person the final decision maker for tech purchases? Are there other stakeholders involved in this process? Request contact details. May I email the materials directly? Could I get their business card? This sets up timely follow-up communication opportunities. Phase 2 summary. Networking events, high efficiency, referrals, high success rate, cold calls, most common. Mastering the 30-second pitch requires continuous practice. Phase 3, product demonstration, indicates serious client interest. Maintain engagement while steering towards closure. Key demonstration techniques from the text. First technique, build credibility through proof points. Prepare evidence beyond basic demos and slides. Client testimonials, success metrics, competitor comparisons, media coverage, all enhance credibility. Clients likely researched your company beforehand. Online data is accessible. Focus demonstrations on personal expertise, supplementing with data. Take notes during demos to validate clients' input. This shows respect and elevates meeting seriousness. Simultaneously demonstrates professional service standards. Second technique, engage clients physically in demonstrations. Psychology. Tactile interaction builds ownership feelings. Transform demos into interactive sessions, not lectures. Frame it as collaborative exploration, not sales pitch. Deeper engagement leads to stronger product recall. Multiple methods for client participation. Pre-demo tasks, plug cables, press buttons, assemble samples. The author's Cadillac demonstration example, could you drive? I have a headache. Becomes sales opportunity. Client experiences, luxury car, then franchise potential. Client engagement begins within first 5 seconds. Classic technique, puppy dog close strategy. It's that, essentially. Let clients trial products personally. My effective, like children bonding with puppies overnight, hard to return. Ever notice test drives in fitting rooms? Classic puppy dog tactics in action. Another variation uses reverse psychology during demos. When clients show interest, dramatically withdraw the product. Classic 1950s tactic. Host exclusive launches with limited stock theatrics, creates artificial urgency. Missed out? Reserve with deposit for priority access. Will contact when restocked. Precursor to modern FOMO marketing. This evolved into digital era hunger marketing strategies. Third technique, answer questions with closing-oriented questions. Client questions signal engagement. Capitalize immediately. Avoid yes or no traps. Transform inquiries into commitments. When asked about product specs, don't just state facts. Available now becomes, shall I prepare your order? Reframe inquiries. Would you like this model specifically? Affirmative response. Start discussing bulk discounts. Why wait for explicit, I'll buy, when questions imply intent? Obviously not. Embed subtle qualifiers. Single quote, how many units would you need? Even when's new version coming hides potential interest. Every product-related query is golden closing opportunity. Own your ability to discern client intentions and guide them toward action. Respond strategically. New models launch January 30th next year. However, purchasing current models now unlocks exclusive discounts. Let me calculate the optimal package for your needs. This approach maintains conversational control. Whether they choose new or existing models, the sale stays with you. Congratulations on securing another deal. Recap. Confidence building, client engagement, and guided questioning drive successful demos. Expect 9 rejections before each successful close. Persistence pays. How should sales professionals handle diverse objections? Phase 4, transforming rejections into closures. 500 converted rejections can transform your career and finances. Step 1, distinguish genuine concerns from polite excuses. How to differentiate. Genuine objections get repeated. I need to think becomes recurring theme. Validate first. Interesting. Could you elaborate? Oh, really? What specific aspects concern you? This prevents arguments while identifying core issues. For disguised objections. In my experience, price often concerns clients. Is that the case here? Or humorously, is this your polite way of escaping my pitch? Step 2. Confirm if stated reason is primary concern. Probe deeper with targeted questions. Meet time could mean price comparisons, budget checks, or competitor research. Persistently identify additional purchase barriers through questioning. Step 3. Reconfirm concerns adds transactional safeguard. Clients may grow impatient during prolonged questioning. Rephrase key questions to maintain engagement. If budget weren't exhausted, would you proceed? Step 4. Present solutions through interrogative statements. Could installment plans secure this deal? I've successfully expanded budgets for similar clients. Final verification. Without other concerns, shall we finalize? Step 5. Execute solution collaboratively with client. Joint efforts on payment plans forge strategic alliance. Recap. 1. Validate objections. 2. Isolate factors. 3. Reconfirm. 4. Solution query. 5. Execute. Master these 5 objection handling phases. Not every rejection converts, but each attempt builds momentum. We conclude our exploration of the Sales Bible. Author Jeffrey Gitomer, sales luminary with 40-plus years experience. Practical wisdom over theoretical perfection. 4-phase framework. Preparation, outreach, demonstration, objection, conversion. comprehensive solutions for common sales challenges, essential qualities mirroring successful professionals. Selling requires confidence, optimism, passion, creativity, coupled with presentation skills, communication techniques, and abilities in goal, time, process, emotional management. Mastery demands persistent learning and practice. That concludes our exploration of the Sales Bible. Find detailed notes below the audio. Until tomorrow, bye for now.